Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl Jaida Chadae here, and we are back with another YouTube video. Yes, y'all, we are back. Y'all know I've been on my grind lately. I've been trying to stay consistent. So as y'all can tell by today's title, we're going to be doing a girls talk. On this channel, we're going to be giving it raw cut, all transparency. Basically, in this video, I have some questions that I gathered from other people's girls talk, or I gathered from comment sections, or that I came up with myself. I definitely want to make this girl talk a series on my channel where every other month I come on here and I have a girl talk with either my friends, by myself, doing different things like doing my skincare routine, doing my makeup. Basically, just come here, chill, and share my opinions on certain topics. This video, I am super duper excited for. I've been wanting to do this video for a while. Like, I literally get to talk. I literally get to be like a big sister to some of you guys, or a little sister or any woman figures in their lives. So here I am coming to y'all. If you're a family member, I probably suggest that you dip from this video. We're going to be, like I said, we're going to be very transparent on this channel. And yeah, like I said, I'm very excited. I have a lot of questions that I think are good. All right, so enough talking, and without further ado, let's get on with the video. I finally feel like I'm getting really comfortable with the camera. Like, I don't know, I feel like my personality is showing more and more on my channel as I make videos, and I really love that for me. All right, y'all, so the very first topic that we're going to be discussing today is how do I stop comparing myself to other girls, which I feel like is a very great topic to get into, because I feel like in this day and age, it's very easy to compare yourself to other people, especially with social media. Social media definitely sets unrealistic standards. And that's usually what I tell people who struggle with this. Just remember that this is probably not how they are in real life. Everything that you see on social media is not reality. It's not reality, okay? And I also feel like with comparing yourself to other girls, I feel like that's also rooted with confidence. Take time out to learn yourself and actually self-care, self-love. Just take time out to love yourself. You know, I feel like self-love also has a big part to play in that. The next topic we have is, what if I don't know what I want right now / feel like I'm running out of time? I feel like this is such a good topic to touch on, because I feel like this is more normal. And even though a lot of people may not speak on it, I feel like it's a very normal thing. I've been here before. I'm pretty sure you've been here before. If not, I love that for you. But if you feel like you're running out of time, just know that that's okay. You're not the only person. There's lots of people who feel like they're running out of time or may not know what they want in life right now, which is perfectly fine. This is why I also believe it's okay to try new things. I feel like trying out new hobbies or new activities is a way of learning yourself. You never know, maybe one of those hobbies that you may try out may be your passion. Maybe this is something that you want to pursue for the rest of your life. I'd also say just trust the timing. I feel like the timing is always right. Don't try to rush into something. Just know that everything that's meant for you will come to you. I've also had to get into this mindset recently. Whatever is meant for you will come to you. So if you feel like you're running out of time, you're not. Whatever is meant for you is literally right there waiting for you. I feel like there's obstacles and lessons that you have to learn in order to get to that point. You just have to really be comfortable with yourself and find out new things, find out what you like, find out what activities you want to do, pursue, things in that nature. I feel like it's all just going with the flow. I don't know, you just have to get in the right mindset, which is definitely not the easiest thing. I don't know, that's really all I have to say about that one. The next topic is, how did you get comfortable in your sexuality? So if y'all didn't know, now y'all know I am actually bisexual. This is a really good question, which I don't think I've ever talked about out loud. I didn't come out till 8th grade in middle school, and honestly, it wasn't my choice to come out. I was actually kind of outed. So first I came out to people at school, and then I came out to my mom and my sister and my dad. So if any of my other family members are watching this, they may be in for a little surprise, but if you ain't know, now you know. Yeah, how I got comfortable with my sexuality, for the longest I wasn't. I've always known that I liked girls since I was really young, actually, probably when I was about like 6 or 7. Yeah, I was actually really young, and for the longest I tried to convince myself, like, no, this is not me, I think I'm just confused, I went through that whole little spectrum up and down. I didn't know. And there was even this phase where I was literally praying, y'all, that's how you know it's bad. I was literally praying, like, Lord, please don't make me like girls. Like, this is not me. Like, I'm laughing, but it's actually really sad, honestly. But yeah, for the longest I actually wasn't comfortable in my sexuality till 8th grade. Even then I really wasn't, because I was outed, but I quickly adjusted and felt comfortable and I accepted it. I was like, yeah, this is me. So it really just comes with accepting yourself and loving yourself. And I know that can be hard, especially when you have a not supportive family, because I know some families are not supportive at all. Like, they get kicked out and so much worse stuff. But thankfully I have a supportive mother and parents in general. Y'all, I've literally never said all that out loud. Yes, y'all, I am bisexual. I do like girls and I do like boys. If you didn't know, now you know. The next one is something that I definitely want to touch on, that I'm passionate about, is how to get comfortable with being alone. I'm a big advocate for being alone, getting to know yourself, because I'm a lonely person. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I'm always alone and I love being alone. But I know there's people who don't like being alone. So if that's you, this is for you. For me, it may be more easier to talk about for me because I've always been a person that's been alone. My 2 older sisters are like grown, so like I'm not the only child, but it kind of feels like I'm the only child at times. So I'm kind of used to that. But for some people, they feel like they always have to be around people, or being around people brings them joy, which is fine. But I feel like there should also be a balance where you're okay with being alone. Like, hey, I need time to myself. I feel like being alone and being in your own energy is just a beautiful thing, to be honest. That's usually the time where I just settle down and get to be in my thoughts, which is sometimes a good thing and sometimes a bad thing. But at the same time, I still feel like it's a needed balance. If being alone is hard for you, I think going on dates by yourself would be a good thing. A lot of people, they're scared to go out by themselves or take themselves out on dates because I'm alone, But I actually find that it's a beautiful thing, just sitting and, I don't know, just enjoying yourself, enjoying your company instead of always enjoying someone else's. I feel like also being alone by yourself is the easiest time, getting to know yourself, a good way of loving yourself, self-care even. The next topic is insecurities. When it comes to insecurities, I was never really insecure until recently. And only because of my acne, y'all. I've been having like really bad hormonal acne, so I'm gonna be so glad when that's over with. But when it comes to your insecurities, I say learn to love them. And I feel like insecurities are also rooted with the very first question, which is how to stop comparing yourself to girls on your timeline. Because I feel like comparing yourself to other girls is like, it's just not being realistic. Everyone is different. And again, everything that you see on the internet is not reality. Stop comparing yourself to other people. Stop wishing that things were different. Stop wishing that you look like this instead of that. Stop wishing that you could get this done. It took me a while to come to this term as well. Like I said, again, y'all, I've been going through my healing phase recently, and like my whole mindset has just changed, and I literally love it. It also comes with having a positive mindset, like being like, hey, I love my body. Like, I don't care. The next topic that I'm going to touch on is feminine tips, which I'm not going to go too in depth on because stay tuned for a video coming out. I definitely want to do a feminine hygiene video. A few tips that I would suggest is get to know your body. The more you know your body, the more you can treat it as such. You know what I'm saying? You can buy products that are good for your body because everyone's body is different. Things that work on other people's body is not going to work on yours. That's definitely something that I learned. Also, when it comes to your vagina, please don't use scented products down there. Do not use scented products. If you're gonna put something down there, make sure it's unscented and you've done your research on it and you know that it's gonna be beneficial to you, not just because you've seen everyone else use it and it works for them. Like I said earlier, if it works for them, doesn't mean it's gonna work for you. Another one of my favorite feminine tips is when it comes to smelling good, make sure you layer. Layering is key. And if some of y'all are like, girl, what are you talking about? Make sure you're using shower gel, body oils, lotion, mist, perfume. Now, I'm not saying put all this on at once, but let's say you have a specific scent. I would suggest getting the whole set, like the shower gel, the lotion, and the perfume, because then you're really going to be able to smell it and it'll really stay on your skin. Also, putting Vaseline on your high points, which are your neck, your wrist, and your ankles. and putting those on all the high points of your body and then putting the perfume on, because then it's gonna make the perfume last way longer. Don't say I ain't never put y'all on game. Another feminine tip is skincare. Always do your skincare. Do it in the morning and do it in the night. I literally never miss a day. I love doing my skincare. It's very relaxing. Again, like I said, stay tuned. Feminine hygiene video coming out soon. Next topic is school advice. Ugh. School advice, y'all, I literally hate school. That's why I said that. My school advice is definitely stay on top of your work. Really try to get your work done as soon as possible. Don't let that late work build up, because I had that real bad last semester, and literally at the end of the semester I was literally trying to rush and get everything done, and it was not fun, to say the very least. Also build bonds with teachers. I'm not saying kiss their ass, because that's not the vibe. Don't kiss their ass, but build a bond with them, because if you're gonna be rude to your teacher and let's say you fail in the class by like 1 point, they not gonna bump you up by 1 point. I'm telling y'all, teachers are really petty like that. Like seriously, if you have a good bond with the teacher, you get your work done, all that good stuff, you're bonding with the teacher, cool, whatever, peaches and cream, then they may go ahead and bump up your grade. Another school tip, stay out the drama. It's literally a waste of time. Really just focus on you. You know what I'm saying? Try not to get too distracted. It is school, so I mean, whatever, but try not to get distracted. Really just focus on your grades. And also, I just learned this school tip. If you're gonna take higher level classes like AP classes and dual credit classes, make sure you're passing those classes. Don't take those classes if you know you're going to fail them, because at that point you're just hurting your GPA rather than boosting it. That's usually why most people take dual credit classes or AP classes, which is why I take mine. But if you're not doing good in that class, then there's literally no point in you taking it. So yeah. The next topic that I feel like is very important, that should be talked about, that I'm also an advocate for, is mental health, anxiety, and depression. Y'all, I done been through hell and back with depression and mental health in general. I don't really talk about it as much, but now that I have the platform, I would definitely like to spread awareness about it. When it comes to mental health, I feel like that's something that's very important with everyone. I feel like everyone should be checking in and taking care of themselves mentally. When it comes to anxiety and depression, I've been dealing with that since I was 12 years old. So like I said, it's definitely been a journey. I feel like when it comes to depression, I feel like you really have to take it one day at a time and kind of keep yourself busy. I know for me, it was really hard to keep myself busy and motivated to do things. Like literally the smallest things would take everything and all the energy out of me. But having someone that's there for you, which I feel like is very important, having someone that's close to you who can motivate you, whether that's a romantic partner, a friend, a parent, a family member, whoever or whatever that is, your dog, your cat. I feel like it's important to have someone who can hold you accountable. The only thing with that is, I will say from experience, is you don't want to make your happiness codependent on a person. That's one of the biggest lessons I've ever learned in life. Do not make your happiness codependent on the person. I've been doing that ever since I was young, and as I've gotten older and actually started to, you know, be happy for myself instead of others, it's changed my life and mental health tremendously. Yeah, that's the only thing I would say about that. Definitely have someone that you can lean on and talk to about your problems, but at the same time, don't put all your problems on them, because they're a person as well. Because I've been in both positions. Don't put all your problems on that person, especially not knowing how they're doing mentally themselves. But do have someone that is a genuine person that genuinely cares about you and your emotions. Even if that's a therapist. It took me forever to get a therapist. For the longest, I said I wasn't going to get one. And then with anxiety, I feel like with anxiety, that's definitely something that's really hard. Luckily for me, I don't have horrible and crippling anxiety. I know some people who do, but again, having people that understand what you're going through is going to be beneficial as well. Also, when it comes to mental health anxiety, find things that make you happy, whether it's literally the smallest things, whether it's literally coloring. That's something that I did. I like to draw and color and paint and everything when I was depressed. It really did help me get through a lot. Yeah, keep yourself busy. That's one of the biggest things that I can say. The next topic is, when is a good time to lose your virginity? I feel like everyone always asks this question. Me personally, I feel like there's no time. You can't really put a time frame on losing your virginity, really. I mean, obviously, I would hope, you know what I'm saying, you're a little bit, you're at least a teenager, okay? I hope you're at least a teenager, at the very least. But there's really no time frame. I feel like when you're ready, I don't know, here's my advice. I feel like everyone always says this, but I feel like when you're ready, when you're with the person that you could really trust, like, you know, they wouldn't do no foul, no weird stuff after y'all end up doing the do. Someone that you're comfortable with, when you feel ready, when you feel like it's a good time, when you have access to protection. Protection is always important. I don't care what no one says. I'm a big advocate for protection because especially nowadays, y'all, everybody be for everybody, okay? So protection. I don't know, I just feel like when you're ready, whenever you're comfortable, whenever you feel like it's the right time, the right person, go for it. But I also feel like don't just do it just because your friends are doing it. I mean, it's your body, your choice. I'm a big advocate for that as well. Your body, your choice. Do what you want to do. I can't tell you not to do it, but I feel like don't do it just because your friends are doing it. You know what I'm saying? If they want to go out there and do their thing, let them do their thing. But you don't have to. I feel like you should just wait till you're ready. The next one is, what is my love language? Y'all, I feel like my love language, okay, I love talking about love language. My love language, I have two actually, which is acts of service and quality time. I love spending quality time with people. I definitely can see why that one is mine. And I've also realized, at first I thought it was affirmations, which I do like affirmations as well, but I'm more of a actions over words type of person. So yeah, I love acts of service. Physical touch stuff, that's not me. That's not me. Unless you my significant other, I'm not really too fond of physical touch. Everyone that knows me knows that I hate being touched. I'm not that type of person. Well, I don't hate it, but I'm just not used to it. I'm not used to physical touch and all that, so I never really endured that. Like I said, unless you're my significant other, I'm probably gonna be real touchy. But other than that, I'm not that type of person. I don't know, y'all, like, it be making me cringe a little bit, but sometimes I do love hugs. Sometimes I do love physical touch, but that's really rare. Next topic is, what is my relationship status? I'm married. I'm playing. I am just playing, y'all. I am very much single. I'm single. It's gonna stay like that for a while too, y'all, especially I'm on my healing journey. The next question is, how to stop responding to his texts. This is the perfect question, especially for me, because at one point I had that real bad. Like, I could not block anyone, or I could not just like not respond to someone's text. Like, it would bother me. I don't know why, but I was like that for a while too. Literally, how to stop responding to his text. Anyways, literally how to stop responding to their text is literally don't respond to it. Like, don't respond to the text. You can block them, you can mute their notifications, which is also a good one, or you can unsave their number. I feel like that's a good one. Unsave the number, delete all the text. You don't even gotta block them. Just completely unsave the number. Also, emotionally detached from that person. I feel like that's another bigger reason. I feel like the more you respond to the text, it's gonna attach you more to that person, especially if they're a narcissist and a manipulator and a gaslighter and everything else. Y'all, I have experience in this suit, so hear me out. But I feel like the more you continue to text them and let them play with your emotions, because obviously if they keep going in and out your life, they're not really for you. Any person or energy that's not stable in your life and is very stagnant and in and out is not meant for you. Cut that person off. Like, they're wasting your time. That's just me. But literally, just stop texting them. One thing that actually helped me is muting their Instagram story. Hey, y'all heard it from the best. The next topic is dating / relationships. I feel like this is a good topic. When it comes to dating and relationships in this generation, it's literally a headache. Like, actually, especially with my generation. I'm 17 years old, y'all. At the end of the day, we're still young. We still have to work on ourselves. We're still getting to know ourselves. But not only that, I feel like that's not even the problem in this generation. The problem in this generation is everybody are sluts. Like, I'm sorry, somebody had to say it. Everybody in this generation just want to get young and tired. I don't even blame them, but it's like, dang, don't nobody want to settle down? Like, I understand that though, because I'm not really trying to settle down right now either. I got a whole bunch of other stuff going for myself. Everybody are just sluts, and like, it's fine if you want to be a slut, like, but at least be honest about it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody just be wasting your time. Y'all, I'm speaking from personal experience. But it's true. I feel like y'all can relate too. Like, being in this day and age, it's just hard being in relationships. It's hard to find somebody you really connect with. People be corny, y'all. Guys are so corny. Not even just guys, girls too. But I feel like, I don't know, this generation just not the dating / relationships type. I don't know. Next question. The next question is, what is my opinion on talking stage / situationships? Don't get into them, especially situationships. Getting into a situationship is one of the worst things you could probably do for yourself. I'm just being real. I feel like situationships are too wishy-washy for me. Especially if there's no title. I feel like some people say titles are a bad thing. Some people say titles are a good thing. And I feel like there's both. There's pros and cons to both. Having a title, I feel like, can be good because if y'all are together, y'all are going on dates, they're telling you I love you, y'all are meeting parents, y'all are basically dating, but they don't want a title. I don't know. I feel like that's weird because if you're meeting my parents and we're spending almost every day together and you don't want to put a title on anything, that's very, like, no, very stagnant energy. And we don't need that in our lives. And also another reason why I feel like some guys don't be wanting a title, I've actually experienced this where we were like, we went together, y'all. We went together, but there was no title. So then after we stopped talking or whatever, they were like, well, we never dated anyways, and da-da-da-da. And it's just like, but we just went together not too long ago. I feel like, I don't know, I'm more of a titles person because I like to know what it is, what it ain't. I don't like no wishy-washy energy. That's just me personally. Also, in this day and age, if you are going to be in situationships, I feel like y'all should let each other know what it is from the get-go. Even though nowadays, it don't even mean nothing. You could tell someone you want to be with them, y'all want to build a relationship, and they still go do some foul stuff. So, like, I don't know. You just gotta, I don't know, you gotta thug it out. Every man for themselves. Stay single, folks. The next topic is kind of switching gears, which is what made me want to become a YouTuber. Ooh, y'all, I've literally wanted to be a YouTuber since I was 7, I want to say. Yeah, I got my first phone at like 7 or 8, and ever since then I wanted to be a YouTuber so bad because that's all I really did on my phone was watch YouTube. And I would watch all type of YouTubers, makeup artists, gamers, vloggers, family vloggers. I used to watch everything, y'all. But I really wanted to be a YouTuber when I was like 7. There was this one girl I watched and she did like makeup tutorials and stuff, and she was like my age. And so ever since then I've always wanted to start a YouTube channel. I would be like I'd be on my little phone and I would randomly like set up the phone and make little YouTube videos. Like, it's always been something I've wanted to do. So now that I have one, it's just like, oh, like, I don't know, I know my younger self is happy, and yeah, I love that for me. The next one is, what are my thoughts on Roe v. Wade? It's basically a law to ban all abortions and things of that nature. I'm not for Roe v. Wade at all. I think it's very stupid and it's not taking everyone into consideration. I feel like a woman should be able to decide and have the option to do what she wants with her body, especially if there's a specific situation. Like, my biggest thing is, let's say someone ends up, you know, getting molested or something and they end up pregnant with the baby. I feel like they shouldn't be forced to keep the baby. I just feel like the law in general is just not very considerate of everyone's situations. I don't know, that's just me. I'm not pro Roe v. Wade at all, very much against it. The next topic is, how many close friends do you think a person should have? Or like, is giving your time to a lot of people pleasing, or are you being a good person? How many close friends do I think a person should have? Me personally, everyone is different. Some people generally do enjoy having friends. I don't have that many friends at all. And I would suggest not having many close friends, because you could think someone is your friend. Like, let's say you have 6 close friends or 10 close friends. I feel like having 10 close friends that's a lot. That's a lot of people that you're trusting with your information, with your life, with everything else. Because with someone who's a close friend, I would define a close friend as someone I can always go to, someone that knows my business. But trusting like 10 people with your business, that's a lot of people. I definitely feel like too many close friends can become people pleasing. That's just my opinion. The next one is something that I really want to talk about, which is, what's your idea of self-love, self-care? Yes, my definition of self-love is you genuinely loving yourself for who you are. You're loving the person that you are, not just what you look like on the outside. For the longest, y'all, I misconstrued self-love with liking the way that I look physically. I associated loving yourself with thinking I'm fine, which I am fine. Like, I look good, don't get me wrong, but I feel like loving yourself is genuinely loving who you are as a person. I feel like if you don't love yourself, then who else will? If you don't love yourself or know your self-worth, then you're gonna continuously let other people treat you like shit. You're probably like, how does that go together? How does that work? Well, if you don't know your self-worth and realize like how much of a privilege that you are to people, neither will they. Especially if you continue to let them treat you like shit, then that's what they gonna do. And I don't know, I just feel like if you love yourself, you simply won't let that happen. Like, you're not gonna be for the BS at all. And when it comes to self-care, I feel like, I think I explained this earlier, self-care is spending time with yourself, doing things that make you happy, things that give you a higher vibration, whether that's doing your facial routine, listening to music, coloring, whatever that may be. The next topic is, what is my favorite perfume? My favorite perfume is definitely either Burberry Her, Jimmy Choo's I Want You, or it's a YSL perfume. Y'all, I cannot think of the name of this perfume. I'm gonna put a picture of it on the screen somewhere, but it's a YSL perfume, and those are probably definitely my top 3 right now. Next one is pads or tampons, which do you prefer? Ooh, okay, this is actually good. I literally just started using tampons like maybe, I want to say not even a year ago, probably a couple months ago, 9 months ago, I don't know, something around that area, not too long basically. And now that I actually know how to wear tampons and things of that nature, I prefer tampons. But back then it was pads. I feel like it depends. Like, if I'm going to sleep at night, I'm gonna wear a pad, but if it's like during the day, definitely tampons. I don't know, I just feel like they're much easier and you can't really feel them, and I can still wear tights. That's the only thing for me, because I'm a tights type of girl. I like wearing tights and biker shorts, and like with pads, you're gonna have to wear your granny panties, then you gonna have to wear the pads. So like, tights not even an option. Like, they is, but like, it's gonna be given diaper, you know what I'm saying? So prefer tampons. The next topic is how to get over someone. This is a good one. Oh, y'all are talking to a freaking expert, y'all. My favorite tip is mute their stories. If there's someone that constantly posts on their story and stuff like that, like, I feel like basically pretending like they don't exist is what you have to do. So mute their stories, mute everything. Like, don't look at them. Don't stalk them. Don't do any of that. You have to completely pretend like they do not exist. Best advice that I can give you. Also, when it comes to getting over someone, I find that most people, especially girls, especially myself, I fall in love, or not fall, ew, not fall in love.
Hi y'all, this is the future Jaida editing. But why did I get so offended? Like, that was so funny. But I'm not gonna lie, y'all, falling in love is crazy. I don't know why I said that.
I usually end up coming up with scenarios in my head and not be falling for the potential that I've created in my head rather than the actual person and their actions. So definitely separate the potential of that person with who they actually are and their actions. Hopefully that makes sense. The next topic is, what are my thoughts on college or going to college? For me, if you ask my opinion on college, I feel like college is a scam. I mean, that's just me. I feel like it's not necessary to go to college. I feel like there could be a person who goes to college and they end up being a bum and simply not doing anything with their degree. Or there could be a person who ends up not going to college and they do great things in life. It can really go either way. It really just depends on you. But I definitely do feel like college is a safe way to go. Like, if you know that you want to be successful and you want to have a job set in stone, I would definitely suggest going to college. Again, everyone is different. I know I'm gonna go to college, but I do feel like college can be a scam. Y'all, college is expensive. College isn't always as beneficial as people make it seem, or much as a necessity as people make it seem, especially in this day and age when there's social media. Other things like being nail artists or doing hair, I feel like beauty is always going to be in trend. So I feel like that's guaranteed. You don't really have to go to school for that. Okay, y'all, this is my for real last topic, is the healing phase. And I definitely want to talk about this is because I'm in mine right now. Y'all, being in your healing phase is one of the best things that you can do. And I feel like when you're in your healing phase, you're gonna know you're in your healing phase. Like, during quarantine, I quote unquote thought I was in my healing phase. Like, I just randomly woke up one day and I was just like, yeah, I think I'm gonna heal. That wasn't the most beneficial for me, because like, I genuinely wasn't healing. I don't know how to explain it, but now I can definitely tell, like, my whole mindset is changing. I'm growing as a person when it comes to mental things and stuff like that. But like, even just like my favorite color, like recently, y'all, I became obsessed with the color pink. If y'all couldn't tell, like, I'm always wearing pink. I love pink, and I've never been a pink girl, like, ever. I've been trying new things. I don't know, y'all, like, I can just tell, like, this is a time where I'm getting to know myself, where I want to grow as a person, and I only want positivity surrounding me. Like, I really can't explain it, but you will know when you're in your healing phase, and whenever you're in it, just know it's not going to be peaches and cream. I feel like everyone says this, but it's definitely not. There's days where I have hard days, where I have days where I feel depressed, I feel sad, but then there's other days where I'm happy, where I'm just learning myself and I'm appreciating things more. I just feel like the healing phase is something that everyone should take advantage of. But yeah, I wanted to end this video on more of a positive note. That's why I chose that to be the very last question, and hopefully this video did not bore you guys, and hopefully you guys got to learn a little bit more about me. You guys actually enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to turn on those post notifications. You already know. Yeah, I love you guys so much, my babies. Make sure you guys tune in into my next YouTube video, and bye. And I'm catching feelings, baby.